Aggies have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And this game will start with a kickoff going out of bounds. And offense, tremendous opening field position. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, you always worry about turnovers in the first game, and for this young man, he's got to be able to turn the page. I know that was his first carry of the year. He puts it on the ground. That's the nightmare scenario, but you got to be able to wash that and flush it out. You got to be able to play the next play.
They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out. And that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They put it on the ground last time they had it. Got to take care of it this time, David.
And I think you've got to put in context. A lot of times fumbles are just luck. You just got to move on, give him the football again, Jesse, and not worry about it.
I think that's a good point there, David. Get him the ball again to help him play the next play and know that he's okay. Because when that guy's playing well, this offense is on fire.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Well, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's their second fumble on 2 possessions. My goodness, we want to come out and establish the run and get that part of the game going, but you didn't think you had to coach ball security. That's day one. That's elementary school when you learn how to cover the points of the football. They got to do a better job taking care of the football.
Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lyle. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone.
Oh, he's got some space. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
From the gun, give on the inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Spillman. Oh, he makes the catch. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
I love the aggressive nature there by the offensive play caller, too. He's not just playing it safe, get a few yards, center the ball, help our field goal kicker out. He's trying to move the sticks through the passing attack. Quarterback makes a nice throw, and now it's 1st and goal.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. He's got it out. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returner, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and that's because of that awesome kickoff return.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's just excellent cover. Cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Motion from the back. He'll start this drive going to the air. Touchdown, Tigers! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He'll try the left side. Across the 30, out to the 33, and gains 4 on the play.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined, run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Aggies are marching down the field. Looking to throw, it's Spillman. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Texas A&M going up tempo.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Let's see what they've got on second down. They go to the draw. Push down for the tackle.
Well, there weren't a lot of guys in the box defensively on that second and long play, so you see the offensive line, they're able to get downfield, get a hat on a hat, and that helped lead to that successful play.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Nice work along that left side to get the catch and stay in bounds.
And, you know, if you're the receiver there, you just want to know where the sticks are. Maybe extend your route a little bit more so that you know you get the first down after making the catch. Fourth and short now. Let's see what they do.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Trying to keep the drive alive. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down. Really no drama at all to making that call and going for it on fourth down, and they make it pay off.
No drama. It'd be drama if you didn't go for it. If you were that big of a scaredy cat and you didn't want to go for it on fourth down, you need to find some other game to play.
To throw, it's Spillman. Under fire. He's got it. Creates a little room. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Aggie.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3 is coming soon.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. To the air on first down. On target. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Let's talk a little bit about Missouri. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
Well, that means your system and your culture is working. And because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
Looking to throw again. Got his man in the middle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. He did not hesitate, going for it on 4th and short from the 49. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
How about the athletic ability by the big fella? You know, you got those big linebackers in there used to taking on fullbacks and offensive linemen the whole game. He understands for passing situations. I'm getting drops. I'm getting deep in my drops, playing the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, making the INT. What an athlete.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this. Breaks into the open. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. How long have the Aggies been fishing for jumbo plays like that one?
Just dying for it. They just want high-flying offense. They want fun. They want excitement. They had it back in the day with Johnny Manziel. Been searching for those big-time plays that
off, and they ruin an early drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Here's a heat. He lobs one high down the left side. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. Dropping back, it's Spillman. Here comes the heat. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on second and long. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Complete downfield. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down.
I mean, the great news is you just came up with a huge completion on third down, but the bad news is you're still miles away from picking up this first because of how poor you were first and second down. Moving forward in this game, the offense has got to do a better job early in the drive to at least give them a chance to have some success.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. They use the end around first play of the drive. That'll get the eyes moving. And that play looked great when they drew it up in the playbook. Did not look so great when this defense snuffed it out. It's a reverse. And he's brought down after the spin move for a short gain.
I love the timing on the jet sweep there. The quarterback snapped it at the perfect moment. You give it right away to the receiver to get outside, get around the defensive end, and start getting upfield.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long.
Here we go, set.
Trying play action. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll pull it down. Makes the catch down the right side. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. So they had the big play, but it's all for naught as the illegal forward pass cost them. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Hauls it in at the 40. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Here's the handoff. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Spillman. Quickly complete. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, if at first you succeed, try again. They've already linked up twice for touchdown passes, so no question the quarterback here still in the first half looking for his go-to guy, but you got to give the defense credit there. They were expecting it, and they were able to make sure that one fell incomplete.
It'll be 3rd and long. give out of the gun. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the ball comes to rest right there. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Oh, they're after him. It's complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but...
And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Spillman. Floats it out in space.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
And the Aggies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Gonna take a shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on second down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Spillman. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Aggies. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Rushes on him. He slings it deep to the left. And he makes the catch inside the 25. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Texas A&M offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense.
He lets one fly deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
The play action fake. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. offense ready to go on the field. Looking to throw on first down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
I think the head coach might need to have a talk with his QB and just try to get him settled down because he looks out of sorts right now. He's already thrown 2 picks. He tried to throw that ball up his back leg. The coach needs to get his QB settled because he seems like he's rattled right now.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. They've got the screen set up. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Let's see what they do on third down. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And that has got to be so demoralizing for this defense. They played so well on first and second down and then have a total breakdown on third. They're going to have to do so much better the next time they're put in that situation.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. It's complete on the right side.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off play action. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Missouri! They take the lead with the 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Boise State is getting handled right now at home. Someone needs to step in here, throw in the towel, and stop this fight. They're trailing by 14 to Ohio. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run, and this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. Fourth time we've seen this guy punt it today. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looked, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Right back to him on the ground. And they didn't get it forward and edge. Defense wins the battle up front.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Motion from the wideout. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking for a huge play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long one. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. No, no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game. Turning it on. He has the first and still on his feet. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Back to pass, it's Spillman. Fires to the big fella. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The Aggies can really attack on this second and short. Power football with the run. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Aggies! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And the extra point was good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. The offense changing the play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fakes to grab. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Running back searching for a hole. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
We've got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. Not much of a decision to make there. The defense will move him back. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off the play fake. He rifles one deep to the left. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
Working that left side now. He makes a stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. They'll toss it to the left. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Running into the open space. Lots of running room. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Coastal Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there on the surf turf in Conway, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kansas State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He spins that thing down the middle. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Picks up the 1st down, still moving. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. To the air, it's Spillman. He wants it all. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
He's got it on the move. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough.
On the set. 29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
He'll set up to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Well, they've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a positive play to get this thing going. Let's see what they can do now.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The throw to the outside is complete. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up at this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Pocket breaking down. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Trying to take it back. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
And maybe he'll get... to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The give as they work on that clock.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
It's complete to the left. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? And by going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Setting up the screen. Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
And the point after is good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Spears. Pressure coming. At the 35, he's got room. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Second down, he'll throw it. Here's the pressure. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Finds him out of the backfield. Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Swings it out to his running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Okay, ready?
Looking to throw, it's Spears. On target over the middle. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
How about this? A two-point conversion coming. Snapped it in the shotgun. He's got it in the end zone for the two as they trim more off of that lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
The give on the inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called by the defense and 15 seconds to go in this one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Spillman. Got him downfield. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Give to the running back. And they'll find their way back to the line of scrimmage, and now it's time to find their way back to the locker room as this game is over. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's good.